Not sure why this is so dark, but you can barely see me. Maybe when I get under the street lamps slightly. There I am. All right, so I'm just popping to the shop because I have a strong feeling I'm not going to want to go out at all tomorrow. Tomorrow's my designated day for doing housework. So I'm not sure that I'm going to want to go out. So I'm going shopping now. I need to pick up some items for my sister. Right, so so this Friday coming is, or rather the weekend coming is Easter. And suddenly I have a spate of people inviting me to church. I can categorically say that I'm not going. But aside from that, that's a different subject. Today I said to my sister, first of all, in the same way that every year when we have a birthday, it falls on a different day. In the same way that Christmas is designated the 25th of December, and that can fall on any of the 7 days of the week. Why not Easter? If it's supposed to be the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, why is it sometimes in March and sometimes in April? Surely it should be on one set date. Not that that is my excuse for not wanting to go. And in fact, it's not excuses. The idea of going to church, actually, I'm not going to say how I feel, because it's gonna sound off if I actually say what I think about the idea of going to church, let alone for Easter. But there are certain things that I did a short video earlier, and I talked about I'm always talking about growth. I talked about the idea of continuing to go to basic school when you should have graduated from university. And for me, every time somebody talks to me about church, I'm hearing kindergarten, basic school language. And I think, what on earth am I going to gain from going to church? And people would argue and say, well, you can give something. As my sister said, my sister doesn't go to church either. And it's nothing to do with the fact that she is currently incapacitated as a consequence of her illness. When she stopped going, she said she doesn't want what they have, and they don't want what she has. It absolutely wouldn't work if I was to sort of start attending church. Conflict would happen. But I do find it interesting that for whatever the reasons are, people would choose Easter as the time to invite me. And I don't do yearly traditions. I barely do birthdays. Of course, I will acknowledge that it's my birthday, but I barely do birthdays. I don't do any of the yearly traditions, not even Valentine's. So, just a short video, as I said. But I am curious as to why suddenly people are inviting me to church. It's not going to happen. Anyways, see you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.